always knew she'd let that lane hit her. Won't get a cent from me, I ain't simple. Bitch, now I ain't gon' work it out. I ain't regular out. No, I ain't gon' work it out. I ain't regular out. You civilian out. Nah, failure out. I ain't gon' work it out. Cause I ain't regular out. I ain't regular out. You's a regular out. Took that bitch back. She done fed you out. Look how you living out. You look scary out. Can't fuck that bitch right. Cause she be getting nailed out. You don't forgive her, ain't it? You wanna love her, don't you? Just know that love ain't for you. It's for the world, homie. I got some real homies. We don't pretend, homie. ISUPK, 1 West, we kickin' field goals. Let that bitch lead, ho. She got them D's, though. With a little steak and ass pussy, she be going beast mode. She HIV, ho. You a dirty ass skeet, ho. Don't get that shit up out your chest, bitch. Say what you gonna do now, what you gonna say now, what you gonna do to me? It is UPK, I'm shot too deep, it's better Google me. I put these girls all in my training camp like I relieve. I say what I do and I do what I say, bitch, what the fuck you mean? If I'm more right, that's good business. She look good but hang with dumb bitches. Tell her I'm way too fly for one sister. And if she leave a priest, I won't miss her. Won't put a ring around it, oh no. Bitches for the street like basketball goals. I always knew she'd let that lane hit her. Won't get a cent from me, I ain't simple. Bitch, now I ain't gon' work it out. I ain't regular out. No, I ain't gon' work it out. I ain't regular out. You civilian out. Nah, failure out. I ain't gon' work it out. Cause I ain't regular out. I get paper, bro. Got my standards up. You a munchkin out. Catch knees out. Check my favorite out. I'm a player out. These niggas top block. Take your lead out. You shouldn't be worried about these broke ass bitches. And don't compare yourself to simp ass niggas. Had to shine a lot of these desperate ass women. Cause they be tripping hard, acting like they different. But a bit be basic, bit be horn and bit be naked. Faking, stankin', the shame be dirty, my bit be faking. I don't get too fucks about you, I wouldn't have put no baby in you. Bit be saying they got that paper, look, they let me itch. Done caught the penalty and my energy got me feeling me. Ice hitting on them, these diamond teeth that's into me. And I'm getting right and I'm stacking up and I'm getting to it. And these niggas hate but they can't test cause I'm bulletproof. If I'm more right, that's good business. She look good but hang with dumb bitches. Tell her I'm way too fly for one sister. And if she leave a priest, I won't miss her. Won't put a ring around it, oh no. Bitches for the street like basketball goals. I always knew she'd let that lane hit her. Won't get a cent from me, I ain't simple. Bitch, now I ain't gon' work it out. I ain't regular out. No, I ain't gon' work it out. I ain't regular out. You civilian out. Nah, failure out. I ain't gon' work it out. Cause I ain't regular out.
Goddamn, love them AIDS, damn dick, she love, nigga. Ain't no taking nothing back. Cause I ain't regular out.
Seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed an old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. Tell me we don't live in hell. My brother doing 55 in that cell. Nigga claiming he your round here spin shell. Same nigga you put on to hit the standing tail. How the fuck you turn your back on a nigga that love you? Treat your kids like my kids, treat you like a brother. I told my dog, let's leave the streets to serve the most high. He said, fuck that shit, he trying to sell another pie. His daddy killed him, put him in the trunk, set him on fire. His wife was pregnant, he ain't never get to see his child. Had me thinking to myself, what happened if I die? Look my babies in the eyes, I gotta stay alive. I put my ego on the shelf and my pride to the side. On I'm with some niggas who gon' step and got God on their side. Got in the ISUPK, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east, pray alive. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
You ever pump a pack with a snake by your side? Yes, I see did. A man reach out to God before he died. Yes, I did. I know the Lord forgive us for these sins, but I'm starting to think the kingdom of heaven is for these kids. I told my daughter, there's one man in your bed, I won't stand for less. For my son, I hit your head on that fragile leg. I lost some niggas to that dope, I lost niggas to the feds. Remember Jono tried to stick me for that cheese on that bread, yeah, I was thuggin' with Lucky and that nigga left me for dead. Endured to the end, cause I listened to what was said. Mother told me she loved me when she was sick up in the bed. I was running them streets, but the truth made me a man. Shit, I don't really speak, cause she'll never understand. That's why I ain't even tell her about these voices in my head. I'm still trying to manage my anger like Uncle Craig.
I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
One West World. First everybody. Bitch, this is more than what they ever played up. Living by, put me in the gas. Born in 91, pumping 93. Winter, Chevy pill, like a nectarine. But I keep it. It's more than what they ever played up. Living by, put me in the gas. Born in 91, pumping 93. Winter, Chevy pill, like a nectarine. But I keep it clean. Man, I'm too for real. Comfortable with myself with they fraud. Man, I'm too legit. Off the thermostat, can't hold me back. Trying to check my check. I had my way, run my plate, really busy. Really in this field. Checking it, check me out when in doubt. I'm gonna make my bread. Never lose niggas, food is a feast. Just know we all gon' eat. Niggas slick on my shit, pop my shit. My bro said this shit greasy. She don't like the message. I kick wisdom. I'm just rude as speech. Try my side, but not too much. They feel me. I know talk is cheap. I'm controlling it from a distance. This how it's supposed to be. Give her what she never had. Now she can't. I play for keeps, I don't see nobody, this shit tunnel. I play for keeps, I don't see nobody, this shit tunnel. This is more than what they ever played up. Living by, put me in the gas. Born in 91, pumping 93. Winter, Chevy pill, like a nectarine. But I keep it. It's more than what they ever played up. Living by, put me in the gas. Born in 91, pumping 93. Winter, Chevy pill, like a nectarine. But I keep it clean, dog.
Yeah. Cold shit. I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room, it's pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a word, yeah, this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's with the drugs. I don't don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options, used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop mixed with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas in their feelings, I don't feel them. Keep the Glockin' with me, it was like a ball with it. Me at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm wrong west, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snakes, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, trying to curse an imposter. Shit get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Shit that hate make it to the featherweights. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a debit cake. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a step and a rope. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Trying to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripes, no brick bank. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gun shy. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Niggas swear he the go, bring him to the bush. To the bush. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in their feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? I'm one west, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, it get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one west, these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Ski mask transform the war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die, skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas in their feelings, I don't feel them. Keep the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with it. Be at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one west, go to war with everybody.
I got big ring, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play, bad bitch, my taste, we vibe, we lay, you purple, you gay, you need chance, lil' fame, I won't war, not the same, fuck wrong. Fuck wrong, these people. Fuck wrong. I try to tell these motherfuckers time and time, nigga. Fuck wrong. Pussy ass, purple ass nigga, man. Fuck wrong. They get your born ass right. Niggas better get their weight up, you little body bitch. Worry about a damn pay cut, you little body bitch. I ain't worried about none of these niggas, little body bitch. You damn scare rag, coward ass little body bitch. Had to fuck around, get my rank up, you little body bitch. And I'm pouring up, y'all young nigga, and I'ma take a sip. Damn, all these niggas want down hate, but tell them zip it lip. Cause you a dumb ass, scare ass boy, little body bitch. Damn, and I ain't worried about nothing, nigga, nah, I ain't worried about shit. I got more than one, so you know, nigga, don't reminisce. I spit flavors on they damn beats, niggas better catch a pitch. Never knew a goddamn man be scared to represent. But your whole ass, dirt ass, little damn body ass nigga. Get body with it down, scritchy with your little body ass nigga. Nigga, I'm a true priest, true line, nigga, true Zion ass nigga. And you a little boy, a little bitch ass, little body ass nigga. I got big ring, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play. Bad bitch, my taste, we vibe, we lay, you purple, you gay, you leech ass, lil' fame, I won't war, not the same, fuck wrong. Fuck wrong, nigga, fuck wrong. I tell nigga, fuck wrong. You get your shit together, nigga, fuck wrong. Work. I'ma do this shit till I rock, you little body bitch. I'ma judge your ass like your pot, you little body bitch. And I'm smooth with it, y'all zop, you little body bitch. And I switch, ain't gon' know thought, you little body bitch. And I'ma stay turning like the cars, you little body bitch. And I'm stone cold like a bomb, you little body bitch. And I'm a warrior like that Gabar, you little body bitch. And my aim like Nana Zop, you little body bitch. Need a princess pop bar, you little body bitch. Or anyone down the slide, you little body bitch. Yeah, I keep a couple straps in my ride, you little body bitch. Just in case anyone wanna die, cause I'm body bitch. I got be right, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play, bad bitch, my taste, we vibe, we late, we purple, we gay, we jazz, love fame, hold on, I sing, for all.
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rapper, busy man, shit, nigga. They take their head over, nigga. I read what Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert. Another cop just stressed the nigga. He a demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that oath in blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spin, I ain't listening. Is in fact the fear.
Bashim Yahushua Barakatah.
Bashim Yahushua Barakatah. Clap it up, Hakim. Gracias, gracias. Gracias. Gracias por el servicio.
Bashim Yahushua Barakatah.
Bashim Yahushua Barakatah. Yahweh, en el nombre de Yahushua, te bendigas. Gracias, Hakim. Bienvenido. Mi nombre es General Mahayaman. A servicio a placer de la General Yahana. Please, haz tus preguntas. Nosotros somos la Escuela Israelita de Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Comenzamos en 1 Oeste Calle 125, Harlem, Nueva York, desde 1969, debajo del mando. General Yahana. Carnales, esta es la verdad. Si tú eres hombres hispanos, negros o indios nativos, tú eres Israel, el pueblo elegido de Dios. Tu madre y tu padre dicen que somos un culto y mantienen su iglesia sin culpa, pero su iglesia es culpable de todo lo que nos están pasando. Órale. Please, haz tus preguntas. We ready to rock, Harlem?
Conway Khan, sir. You hear me okay, sir?
I hear you fine. Let me say shalom to some of these warriors out here, man. I see Dallas in the building. Give Dallas a hand. I see you, warrior. Good to see you up. Shalom, shalom, brother. Also, Trinidad. Give Trinidad a hand. I see you, Trinidad. Good to see you out there, warriors. Who else do we have? Who's this brother right here looking strong and powerful?
Got Florida.
Who is he? Florida?
Conway Khan, sir.
Florida hand. I see you out. Well done, brother. All right. Now we talking. Give the UK a hand. Brixton a hand. Brixton a hand, man. Well done, Akim. Good to see you out there, brothers. Out there in the UK. If you have any questions, of course, I'll take them right now. We're going to talk about Donald Trump, and I'll show you how Elon Musk and Donald Trump relate to you and your relationships and your marriages that are built on nothing, being built by two evil people. The Elon Musk and Donald Trump are hating each other all over the goddamn internet for the same reason that you and your wife or wives hate each other, because you're two evil people who tried to build a relationship on money and greed and gain. And of course, it didn't work out. You're two foul people that tried to come together to build something, when really two foul people can do nothing but destroy each other, just like Elon Musk and Donald Trump. I pray you understand. I'll go into that as well. Whenever you're ready, let me know, all right?
Con, sir, we got some questions in the comments.
Please.
Brother asks, Shalom, General. A brother asks, can someone that has issues with their wife and has to go to a lot of marriage councils because of these issues, could this prevent them from moving up the ranks in the school?
Yeah, some brother asked me about this week. He said he heard that if you go to marriage councils, it will prohibit you from moving up in rank in the school. Let me tell you something, Art. If you don't get those marriage councils, that's what's going to stop you from moving up in rank in the school, because you don't go seek help when you're in an emergency. And how in the hell can we associate ourselves with you? Absolutely not, Art. I don't know who said that. It's probably someone from the IUIC who's giving counsel, acting like they're with the UPK. But getting a marriage counsel will not stop you from rising up in the rank of the UPK. That is a ridiculous concept. Going to the doctor gets you healed. It doesn't make you sicker. It doesn't hurt you to go to the doctor. Not going to the doctor is how you really get sick. Getting marriage counsel, is you trying to find a way to heal the problems in your marriage. Now, if you don't try to heal the problems in your marriage, then of course your marriage gets sicker. And then when your marriage gets sicker, then when the police come to your house, and then when you're constantly fighting in front of your children and destroying the lives of the next generation, then that's absolutely going to stop you from raising up in rank in the Israelite school of UPK. Not getting help, not going to the council. Whoever said that was ill-informed. Everyone understands.
Con, sir.
All right, anything else?
Con, sir, Florida has a question.
Florida, you're up.
Shalom, General. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. I'm ready to rock, warrior.
Yes, sir. If I may, sir, with your grace, I just need a general breakdown of Ezekiel chapter 3, basically verse 20, and I just want to know if this is talking about a brother or a sister that's in the truth compared to a brother or sister that's not in the truth. If I may, sir, I can start at verse 17 and read down through 20.
Mm-hmm.
Come, sir. The book of Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, brother, if I could. Your question was, what is this? What again?
So verse 20 speaks about a righteous man doing wickedness.
Mm-hmm.
And this verse speaks about an unrighteous man doing wickedness. So
okay.
I want to know if verse 20 was more or less saying somebody who was like in the truth doing wicked and not getting warned from maybe a brother over him.
Okay, it's a little different. This is speaking about the position or the obligation of being a prophet of God. If you're a prophet of God, your obligation is to warn people that death is coming. You're a watchman. So the metaphor is, imagine you're guarding a wall, right? You're guarding a wall at 3 a.m. Everyone else is what?
Sleep.
And they can sleep well because they know that you are awake. You're up and you're guarding that wall. So they sleep well. So your obligation is to blow the alarm if you see danger coming. You blow the alarm. That is your obligation. You must blow the alarm. If danger comes and you do not blow the alarm and those sleeping citizens get attacked, whose fault is it?
It's my fault.
Your fault. So what if you blow the alarm and you warn them and they still don't get up, they still decide to ignore the alarm? Then whose fault is their death then?
It's their fault.
That's the concept. So we go out on the street and we teach and we tell people, we warned people about Donald Trump. Did we not? We warned them. We told them this was going to happen. We told them this was going to happen before it happened. We warned them about Barack Obama before it happened. We warned them about the COVID-19 virus before it happened. Now we're warning them about the coming of Jesus Christ and the Third World War. And we're warning them before it happens.
Yes,
now, we're doing our job. That's what we have to do. We have to warn them. Now, if they choose to ignore us, then their blood is on their own hands, not on ours. You understand?
Yes, sir.
That's the point.
Colonel Khan, if I may, sir.
Please.
So, like in verse 13, it says that the wicked, if the wicked does, we got to warn the wicked. But in verse 20, it says we have to warn the righteous.
Oh, let me hear that part.
Okay, Colonel Khan. I'll start at where I left off. Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speak to warn the wicked from his wicked ways to save his life, the wicked man shall die in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at thine hand.
Go ahead.
Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Verse 20. Again, when a righteous man do turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die, because thou hast not given him warning. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he have done shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
I will explain that to you if I could. All right.
Yes, please, sir.
And I just described to you how we're warning all the people that death is coming. If you warn someone that's wicked, they're going to ignore you. Some of them will ignore you, and then they'll die. Some of them will change because you warned them. Some of them will realize that danger is coming, and then they'll change. Now, there's another time in life when a righteous man is being tempted by God to do evil, to test him, to try him. That's what happened with Jesus Christ. When Jesus Christ, right before he was to be crucified, Satan came to him and offered him all of the glory of all the kingdoms of the world and said, these can be yours. Just bend thy knee and bow down to me. Jesus Christ said, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Thou shalt have no gods but him. Jesus Christ was tempted. A righteous man is also tested by God. A righteous man. That's going to happen to every last one of us. It's going to happen. It always happens. There's a warning that comes for the average person, the average, civilian out there. The ones you see on the street, or when we are teaching on the internet, we're warning them about Donald Trump, Elon Musk, the Third World War. Then there's another time when a righteous man is going to be tested by God. Read that part again.
Come, sir. Ezekiel 3 and 20. Again, when a righteous man do turn from his righteousness and committed iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him.
That's the part you need right there. A righteous man does turn from his way, and I lay a stumbling block before him. Who puts that stumbling block in front of a righteous man?
The Most High, sir.
The Most High God does it. Who does God use to lay that stumbling block in front of that man?
Other men.
A little more up the chain of command. He uses
the angels.
He uses, and what angel in particular?
Not Gabriel, but Satan.
Give him a hand. Satan. This scripture is also more proof that Satan works for the Most High God, because it just said, when I lay a stumbling block in front of a righteous man. So when you come into the truth, now all of a sudden you're getting tempted to do drugs again, tempted back into alcoholism, tempted back into prostitution and whores and trying to please your baby's mama and your kids. That's God doing that. And he's using Satan to do it. God is laying a stumbling block. What's the metaphor? You're trying to walk, and there's a big stone or a big wedge in the middle of your walkway for you to trip over. God lays that stumbling block in front of you for you to trip over it, to see if you'll do it. There's only one way you will not trip over that stumbling block. Do you know what?
Yes, sir.
What's that way?
When you listen to the warning from a man above you.
Give him a hand. What's your name, Mark?
Officer in the shock, sir.
Officer in the shock. That was a very impressive answer. That was impressive. Yes, because a man of God will say, "Watch out for whores when you come into the truth, Akim. Watch out for going around your friends and going around people in the world. Watch out for that, brother. Be careful. Follow the 1 year rule, brothers." Perfect. Follow the 1 year rule, brothers. Don't break the 1 year rule. Watch it, Akim. Hey, watch what you're doing on social media, Ak. Stop doing that, Ak. Be careful. Be careful on Instagram, having sex with every slut you meet on Instagram. Be careful, brother. You see, a watchman is warning righteous men to not trip up.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, if the righteous man ignores us, he's going to trip up. And even though he was righteous, he's going to go back into the world.
Come
You
on.
understand?
Yes, sir.
Go.
Yes, sir. The water, General.
No problem. The water. Haz preguntas. Haz tu preguntas, Silaki. Your questions.
Sir, a few more questions in the comments. Trooper Zakarwan says, Shalom Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Trooper Zakarwan from Dallas, Texas. Salakia Adawan. Can you break down Ecclesiasticus 8 and 13 and 9 and 4? The singer is a harlot.
All right. Go ahead and read it, please.
Salaki, sir. It's Ecclesiasticus 8 and 13.
Mm-hmm.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 8 verse 13. Be not surety above thy power, for if thou be surety, take care to pay it.
Be not a surety above thy power, meaning this is like the word of surety is like being someone's what's the word for it? What do they call it when you get a bank loan, Ephraim? You get a bank loan and someone, a cosigner. A cosigner. Everyone out there, you've heard of a cosigner, correct?
So
someone wants to take out a loan, and then you sign a piece of paper saying, if my brother or my friend or my cousin can't pay for this loan, I will pay for the loan. So the Lord is saying, don't be a surety above your power, meaning you promise to pay back a loan to help somebody out, and you don't have that money. You understand? That's above your power, meaning your ability to pay the loan back. So, and tons of you out there have done this out there. Tons of you out there have became a co-signer for some cousin, and you don't have the money to cover his rent, but yet you wouldn't sign this piece of paper saying, yeah, if my cousin go behind on his rent, put it on my credit. Now both of your credits are terrible. Well, you signed something, you didn't actually have the money to cover it. So the Bible is saying not to do that. This is wisdom, huh? This is wisdom. This is telling you how to live, how to conduct your life, what to do, what not to do, what contracts you should not sign. You understand?
Con.
That's the point. If that was a question.
Con. And there was a second scripture the brother asked for. Sir. Apologies, sir. I just lost.
9:14.
9 and 4.
Okay. Ecclesiasticus chapter 9 verse 4. Use not much the company of a woman that is a singer.
Oh yeah, here's another good one. Use not much the company of a woman that is a singer. Now that word singer is not literal there, because the word, when you look up singer, the word in Hebrew is seducer. Seducer and singer became synonymous because that is in actuality what a singer is doing. He's A singer, a woman that sings is seducing you with her voice, seducing you with her charm. All right. So the word singer there is a seducing woman or a woman that is a seducer. Meaning you don't want to stay around a woman too long who is seductive, who can say things, do things that seduce men. And some of these women out here are cannibals. Do you understand me, Ephraim? Man eaters, cannibals. And they absolutely know how to fool a dumb, simple brother like y'all. You brothers are stupid as hell. And these women out here, they're not. They're not. And they know how to walk a way, look a certain way, bat her eyes a certain way, sit a certain way in a chair. You think you're catching her in a tender moment when she crossed her legs and just a little bit of that thigh just creeps out. That bitch did that on purpose. You think you were sneaking a peek, huh? You so dumb, you thought, oh, I saw something I wasn't supposed to see. You were supposed to see it. Well, you don't want to spend too much time around her, Rock, because she'll use her magic on you. You understand?
Khan.
That's the point. Anything else?
Sir, that's all on that. Montreal has joined us and has a question.
Go ahead. Hey, Montreal, I see you, warrior. How about Shimi Al-Shai Barakatah? Good to see you, Ak.
Like I said, I was on mute. General.
Good to see you, warrior. What can I do for you?
If I could, with your grace, just get a quick breakdown of the book of Tobit, chapter 1, verse 10 to 12, if I could, on one.
Please, con gusto. My pleasure. All right, go ahead.
The book of Tobit, chapter 1, verse 9. Furthermore, when I was come, verse 10. Tobit chapter 1, verse 10. And when we were carried away captives to Nineveh, all my brethren and those that were my kindred did eat of the bread of the Gentiles. Verse 11. But I kept myself from eating. Verse 12, because I remembered God with all my heart. My question on one is really more in verse 10, where is Tobit referring to the bread of the Gentiles as far as their culture that he did not adopt?
Well, he's speaking specifically about their food, meaning he didn't get close to them. That's when think about eating bread, meaning he didn't share their dinners. So what you want to just imagine is if you were to actually eat the Gentiles' food, how would you have to do it?
You would have to sit amongst them.
You have to go to their tents or their houses. They'll let you in. They'll sit you down at their table and they'll pour you wine and bring you out some food and give you their food. He refrained from doing that. He didn't let himself get close to them, get in a relationship with them. He didn't become friends with them. He kept things completely professional with these heathens. That's what he did. Well, other people, they'd come to their house, sit down with them, talk with them. You brothers that go out after work with your white counterparts on your slaveries. You work all day with the white man. Then all of a sudden, hey, Tyrone, you want to come out for beers? You want to come out for beers after work? Your dumb ass sitting out there, you going out for beers with people you work with. Then you going over to their house to watch the hockey game down there in Montreal. You sitting there watching the hockey game, sitting up there with the people from your job, drinking all of their beer. What's the popular white man's beer out there in Montreal? You don't even know. See, you don't drink with them. You don't know. You don't know what they're doing. Listen, well, some black people out there know exactly what a white man likes to drink. He knows because he's sitting there with them, drinking with them. Not this brother. He's not doing that. So when it says eat the Gentiles' bread, meaning eat their dinner, go to their home, be with them. He didn't allow himself to get that close.
So if I may add one, so when it says because he remembered God with all his heart,
yeah.
So he remained holy, separate, basically.
That's right. That's exactly what it means. You can work with Edomites and other nations and be around them, but I'm not going to your house, to sit down and watch the hockey game with you. I'm not doing that. I'll see you tomorrow at work. I'll see you tomorrow at work and we'll work together and we'll make money. But I remember my God. I'm not going to forget the Lord because you're having a dinner and you got a keg and you're having a big party, or you got tickets to the game. You got tickets to the hockey game. So now I forget my God. No, thank you. No puedo. No puedo. You understand?
Cancer, Tuwada Alawa.
You good to go?
Con, sir. Back to the comments. Trooper Anakwadum asked Shalom, how about Shimi How Shah Brakathum? Can I get a breakdown on 1 Kings 13 and verses 1 through 3, Baba Kasha?
Of course, con gusto. No problem at all. Sin problema. I'm ready to rock when you are.
1 Kings chapter 13, verse 1. And behold, there came a man of God out of Judah by the word of the Lord unto Bethel, and Jeroboam stood by the altar to burn incense. Verse 2. And he cried against the altar and the word of the Lord, and said, O altar, altar, thus say the Lord, behold, a child shall be born unto the house of David, Josiah by name. And upon thee shall he offer the priests of the high places that burn incense upon thee. And man bone shall be burnt upon thee. Verse 3. And he gave a sign the same day, saying, this is a sign which the Lord has spoken. Behold, the altar shall be rent, and the ashes that are upon it shall be poured out.
Yeah. You want where are we reading from?
1 Kings chapter 13, verse 1 through 3.
Right. What the prophet of God is saying is that the birth of this baby was a sign that the altar, that the temple would be ripped, meaning it would be destroyed. And that's, of course, what happened. Our temple was destroyed during the time of the book of Daniel. And then after that as well, our temple was destroyed. If that's the brother's question, that's what it's talking about. This is the prophecy of the destruction of the temple, of David's temple, and David's temple was destroyed. Anything else?
Con, that's all. Any question in the room? Officer Yadazar has a question in the room, sir.
I'm sorry. I meant to say Solomon's temple. If I say David, I meant to say Solomon. Go ahead.
Shalom, out of one. Y'all about Shimi Ashabakata.
Shabbat Levi.
Oh, sorry, Christ, sir. Real quick, I wanted to know if you could give us a quick breakdown about COINTELPRO, and also when he came to Islam during that time in the early 60s, when black people were coming to the knowledge of themselves being Israelites. Can we teach that was COINTELPRO?
Can I stop you for 1 second? Do you have a video I sent you about Malcolm X when he did a press conference talking about how evil Elijah Muhammad was and how it was a criminal organization? He said those words that might even be in the title. You recall that?
I might have to look for that for a second, sir.
Okay, see if you can find that. It's Malcolm X. He left the Nation of Islam, and he was saying that the Nation of Islam is a criminal organization. And Elijah Muhammad is in charge of a criminal organization. You can always tell when Malcolm X left the Nation of Islam because he has a beard. If he doesn't have a beard, he's in the Nation of Islam. If he has a beard, he's out of the Nation of Islam. And he had a press conference where he talked about how it was a criminal organization. And if you could find me that'll help for me to answer Levi's question. Continue, Levi.
Con out of one, con, sir. And also, can we teach that these teachings that came about, I would say in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000, with Egyptology and all these things, they're trying to get our people to believe that they are Africans or they are the descendant of the Egyptians. Can we also teach that is a form of counterintelligence to go against the true intelligence, which is the truth of the Bible, sir?
Okay, that's kind of giving it a broad definition. When COINTELPRO was an actual FBI program. It was a counterintelligence program where they would recruit members of the Nation of Islam and the Black Panthers and coerce them into committing crime. And so imagine you right now. Let me give you an example. You and the brothers are in the school. This happened This happened not too long ago in Syracuse, New York. If Azaniah could, if he could be available, you can ask him about it, Captain Azaniah. Where some black radical cat asked us to come speak in Syracuse or somewhere in New York. You brothers know about this, right?
Come on.
Yeah, who knows the story I'm about to tell? Who knows the story?
Sir, that was in Harlem, New York, sir.
Break it down, Levi.
We had we was at the speaking for the brother that got unalive in the prison. You remember the brother's name? It was Robert. I'll get his name out of one.
I swear.
But the brother got unalive terribly in prison under Esau's watch. Of course, they beat the brother until they unalive him. So we went out there in Harlem, New York, to do a speaking about it. And one of the brothers got into a conflict with the police, and he wanted us to, I don't know, jump the police or something. Robert Brooks, sir. He wanted us to put the Yakurab with the police out of us.
Go ahead.
But Azaniah, of course, told him that, we are not criminals. We do not engage in these type of activities.
Well, let me tell you, okay, that is what used to happen in the 60s, where somebody would say, hey, listen, let's kill the police. Let's kill it. We all need to start killing the police. Let's do it. A matter of fact, I know a guy that has some guns. We're going to go buy some guns. We should do it. The Quran says this, and the Bible says this, and we should start shooting the police. And then they will go, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Well, guess what? That guy works for the cops, him. You understand, Levi? I can't hear you.
Sir.
That guy that told y'all, I want y'all to go beat up the cops. He works for the New York Police Department, or he works for the Federal Bureau of Investigations. He gets paid from them. They give him a paycheck. And he goes to groups and he says, we should start getting credit card scams. We need to start scamming these white people out of their money so we can get enough money to build an infrastructure, to build an economic base. That's what we need, an economic base. Whoever says that, he works for the FBI. He's not an FBI agent, but the FBI pays him to join groups and to coerce them into committing crime so that then they can arrest the members of these groups who would otherwise not be able to be arrested because they're doing nothing illegal. So he convinces them to do something illegal so that they can arrest them and then thereby destroy the message that the group is putting out. That's the COINTELPRO program. It's a definite thing. It's a real task force that worked for the FBI. And they completely destroyed the Black Panther Party, and they destroyed the Nation of Islam and Malcolm X. Malcolm X, everything he ever said was what? Elijah Muhammad says this. Elijah Muhammad says that. That was every word out of his mouth. Everyone knows about that famous picture of Malcolm X holding a gun, looking out a window. Everybody, you've seen that picture before, right?
Come on.
What was he on guard from?
The Nation of Islam, sir.
He was on guard from the Nation of Islam. He was not on guard from white people. Why? He wasn't afraid of white people killing him. He was holding that gun, looking out that window because the Nation of Islam had just shot up his house the night before. And so he had a gun looking out the window. And that term when he said, by any means necessary. If he had a beard when he said that, he was speaking about committing crime so that he could win something for his now new African buddies that he made when he went over to Africa. Malcolm X and the Nation of Islam broke up. They broke up. Malcolm X was disloyal. He had no loyalty. Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad were two people who were terrible people who thought they could come together for greed and gain, and two evil people can't stay together. Two wicked people can never stay together. You don't believe me? Watch this video. Go ahead.
The police know the criminal operation of the Black Muslim movement because they have thoroughly infiltrated it.
Pause. The police know the criminal organization of the Muslim movement because they have fully infiltrated it. Now, who else knew that the Muslims were criminals about a year before this? Anyone want to know?
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X knew. He was one of the fucking criminals. Yeah. He was in there with them. But now when he leaves, he goes, the Muslims, the black Muslims are criminals. Nigga, you were one of the criminals. You were in there. Oh, you left them now. You see, Malcolm X had no loyalty. He was a terrible person. And two terrible people can't be loyal to each other. That's impossible. You can't do it. You don't have what it takes to be loyal. You don't have it. You're like Elon Musk and Donald Trump. You're like your wife and you. Both of you are disgusting and disloyal and drug addicts and lustful bastards. Here you are trying to stay together for the rest of your life. What? Based on a piece of paper? Get the hell out of here. Out of your mind. You're not staying together. Keep going.
The only thing that I regret in all of this is that two black groups have to fight and kill each other off. Elijah Muhammad could stop the whole thing tomorrow just by raising his hand. Really, he could. He could stop the whole thing by raising his hand. But he won't. He doesn't love black people. He doesn't even love his own followers. Proof of which they're killing each other. They killed one in the Bronx. They shot another one in the Bronx. They tried to get 6 of us Sunday morning. And the pattern has developed across the country. The man has gone insane. Absolutely out of his mind. Besides, you can't be.
Sir, did you catch all of that? You're muted, sir.
I'm going to fix my camera 1 second. Hold on.
Come on, sir. Shout out to Baltimore, Atlanta, Chicago. What's going on with y'all? And everybody that's listening, Sunday at sundown is the next high holy day, the closing of the Feast of First Fruits. Y'all should all be in your nearest ISUPK school with the nation, serving the Lord as one body. As the general adjusts his camera, we're going to play that clip one more time. We're going to run that back.
The police know the criminal operation of the black Muslim movement because they have thoroughly infiltrated it. The only thing that I regret in all of this is that two black groups have to fight and kill each other off. Elijah Muhammad could stop the whole thing tomorrow just by raising his hand. Really, he could. He could stop the whole thing by raising his hand. But he won't. He doesn't love black people. He doesn't even love his own followers. Proof of which they're killing each other. They killed one in the Bronx. They shot another one in the Bronx. They tried to get 6 of us Sunday morning. And the pattern has developed across the country. The man has gone insane. Absolutely out of his mind. Besides, you can't be.
Captain Zariak, you want to say something about that while the general?
What, just play it again.
Oh, come
on.
Shalom, sir.
Hey, Shalom, Shabbat. Ready to rock?
Come on, sir.
My apologies. All right.
Did you catch that video?
Wait, I missed it. Play one more time.
Come on.
Chi-Town, what's up, Hawk? Good to see you,
The police know the criminal operation of the black Muslim movement because they have thoroughly infiltrated it. The only thing that I regret in all of this is that two black groups have to fight and kill each other off. Elijah Muhammad could stop the whole thing tomorrow just by raising his hand. Really, he could. He could stop the whole thing by raising his hand. But he won't. He doesn't love black people. He doesn't even love his own followers. Proof of which they're killing each other. They killed one in the Bronx. They shot another one in the Bronx. They tried to get 6 of us Sunday morning. And the pattern has developed across the country. The man has gone insane. Absolutely out of his mind. Besides, you can't be.
You hear this? Muhammad don't love black people. That's what Malcolm X just said. Don't you see? Two evil people can't come together. There are certain qualities that you need to be able to sustain a lifelong relationship. And if you don't have those qualities, you're wasting your time getting married. You shouldn't buy a dog. You can't do it. You can't commit yourself. Some of you out there, what do? You go get a goddamn cat. You go get a cat, then the cat start clawing up your carpet and pissing on the rug. And what do you do with the cat? Throw the cat out the goddamn house. Bitch, you didn't know that that's what cats do. That is what cats do. When you went to go buy a cat, you thought you were going to get the only cat that never pissed on anything. They all do that. You cannot make a commitment. The plants in your house are dead. You cannot make a commitment. Now, here you go trying to get a husband. Here you go trying to join the Nation of Islam. Now, here you go trying to run America when you're a drug addict and a psychopath. You cannot. Donald Trump and Elon Musk could have never did anything but hate each other because they're two evil people. And evil people can't form bonds with each other. Evil people cannot stay together. That's what's wrong with your marriage. Both of you are pieces of garbage. And that's the problem. You're like Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad. Malcolm X sat in that organization all those years committing the exact same crime as everybody else was. And then now he leaves and goes and tells the white man, snitch on Elijah Muhammad all to the damn white world. Now he calls them criminals. They shooting each other all over the Bronx, killing each other. Before he left, he was doing it. Now when he leaves, now he's Mr. Goody Two Shoes now. Yeah, that's COINTELPRO, Levi. What history should tell you is who was talking to Malcolm X? Who went to Malcolm X and said Elijah Muhammad is having babies outside of his marriage? Elijah Muhammad is jealous of you. Elijah Muhammad thinks that he's threatened by your speaking, Malcolm. Elijah thinks that, Malcolm, you should run the organization, Malcolm. You should do it. Whoever said that to him worked for the FBI. He worked for the FBI, and because Malcolm X was a disloyal sucker, he fell for an FBI trick. And then now he was dead a year or two later. Shalom. Anything else?
Count on Khan. We got a question in the comments from Officer Darmath. Shalom, my Lord. Please teach me thy ways that I may learn. How do we counter the so-called survival notion of the drug dealer in Proverbs 6:30?
Please, con gusto, and I'm very honored by your request, and I'll do anything I could do to serve you, anything I can do to serve you. All right? Claro que sí. Claro que sí. What was his question?
His question was, how do we counter the so-called survival notion of the drug dealer in Proverbs 6:30?
Survival notion. Let's hear it.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 30. Men do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his soul when he is hungry.
Men do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. Now, how does that apply to selling drugs to get a Mercedes Benz and a Rolls Royce or gold chains? How does that compare to the Harlem drug dealers that rode Kawasaki motorcycles and had all those fly cars back in the day? To Alpo and to Jay-Z and to Puff Daddy's father. How does this relate to mink coats exactly? Yeah, this has nothing to do with survival, Ark. If there's a brother out there that's stealing, that's selling drugs because he literally needs to buy a pair of diapers, then no one will hate that brother for doing that. As a matter of fact, Commanding General Yohana will buy him the diapers. That's what will happen. But if you are selling drugs for gold teeth, then someone is going to take out your real teeth. That's what's going to happen. Drug dealers are not selling drugs, because they're starving and making just enough money to stop from starving. They're selling drugs to fill their mouths with rows of gold teeth and gold chains and to buy Michael Jordan sneakers. Well, people are going to hate you for that. They're going to hate you for that. Now, they're not going to hate you if all you bought. I sold just enough drugs to buy a loaf of bread. How many caps would that have been? How many pills back in the day would that have been? 2. That would have been $10. Well, no one will hate you for selling 2 pills. No one. They'll be fine with that. But when you have to sell 10,000 pills and you're doing it and you are not taking care of your child, but you're buying gold chains, then everyone has the right to hate you. Everyone should hate Jay-Z. If you are selling drugs to buy a record deal and to get a record label and to buy studio time, everyone should hate you. Everyone. If you're selling drugs so that you can buy a barbershop, a hair salon, and buy a music studio, a record label, everyone in the Black and Hispanic community should hate you because you're doing that. Because you're not selling drugs to eat. You're not selling drugs so that you can survive. You're selling drugs so you can be like white people, so you can be Donald Trump, so you can be Elon Musk. We all of our children have to die so that you can live like a rich white man. Everyone is going to hate you for that, young brother. Everyone is. Some of them might decide to do something else about it. That's what happens sometimes. Anything else?
Sir, the UK has a question.
Please, UK.
Shalom alaikum, Yahweh Shem Shabbat. If I could say, my questions in Judges 20 and 16, just wanted to know the significance of the brothers being left-handed.
Go ahead.
He goes, among all these people, there were 700 chosen men left-handed. Everyone could sling stones at their hairbreadth and not miss.
Are you into cricket at all?
Not really, but
really? Okay. When American baseball, right? If a pitcher is left-handed, then it's considered a gift because you can throw a baseball at an unorthodox angle where people are not ready for it at all. It's similar in cricket. In cricket over there in the UK, a left-handed, someone that can throw left-handed, it's unorthodox and people aren't ready for it. Well, of the tribe of Benjamin, had some left-handed rock throwers up. And when that rock come at your head, you're not ready for how it comes to you, because he's throwing that thing left-handed, and it makes it's more difficult to defend. You understand? Because you're used to a certain throw. If somebody is just hurling rocks at you, you're used to a certain way that the rock comes at your head, just like in baseball or cricket. You're used to how it comes. But this Benjamite brother, the chosen people of God, the so-called West Indians and Caribbeans, this cat can throw left-handed, which meant he was even more deadly. You understand? Now you can absolutely be deadly with the right hand. But this cat is left-handed, which meant this is unorthodox. People aren't used to it, and he's going to kill more people. You get my point. That's the
I
point.
understood that. What is it?
Gracias. No problem. All right, anything else?
Sir.
Go ahead, break it down.
Salaki, sir. Captain Zariak and myself talking some trash. We lefties in here.
No sweat. Shout out Captain Desire. Give him a hand.
Damn right.
Listen, y'all better be out there buying Captain Tazariak's oils, brother. Let me tell you, Captain Tazariak gifted me an oil now. This is the best one ever. I've gotten some good oils from Captain Tazariak. All of my wives agree that this is the best one. They agree unanimously, Tazariak.
Both sides first.
You want to break it down to the brothers, or you going to tell them about it? It's a new shit. Go ahead, huh?
Sir, you can break it down.
Oh, well, I'll break it down for Captain Desariak. Captain Desariak has made an oil that is the unmistakable and irresistible smell of chocolate chip cookies. It smells like chocolate chip cookies. It's the perfect combination of vanilla, brown sugar, chocolate. The name of the oil is Cookie Master.
Right.
Cookie Master, because he masters that cookie. I say again, because he masters.
That's right.
That cookie. I pray you understand.
That's right.
All right. It's outstanding. It's the best one ever, Rock. It's my favorite. Cookie Master from Captain Tazariak.
Right. That's a commercial.
There you go.
The
Water Warrior. All right. Anything else?
So we got some more questions in the
Please.
room. Got a question in the room, sir.
I'm ready.
Hello, so in 1 Samuel 19 and 20, I wanted to know what the word prophesied meant.
Okay, go ahead.
1 Samuel 19 and 20, and Saul sent messengers to David, and when they saw the company of the prophets prophesying, and Samuel standing as appointed over them, the Spirit of God was upon the messengers of Saul, and they also prophesied. So I want to know what the prophesied, the Saul's messengers, what were they doing or saying, as per se, when they prophesied, sir, if I could.
Give me a little context. I think I'm missing the context. What's happening right now? What's this about?
This should be when David is on the run. David on the run from Saul.
I got you. David is on the run, and was this when Saul was trying to kill him with the priest?
Sir.
And they didn't want to kill. They didn't want to kill the priest. Is that the one?
Sir.
Okay. Then to my memory, now you might need to read more, but I believe what you're reading about is when the servants of Saul were ordered to kill these priests because these priests gave David food. They gave him rest and help, even though he was an enemy to the state at the time. King Saul was seeking to take his life because King Saul was falsely threatened by David when David was no threat at all to King Saul. King Saul thought David was trying to take his throne. King David was not trying to take his throne, but King Saul was paranoid and he knew God was no longer with him. So he sought to kill David. So then when King Saul found out that these priests, I believe it was 9 of them, they gave David the showbread of the temple to eat, and they gave him a sword when he didn't even have a sword. That's how poor and hungry he was. They gave him the sword of Goliath that he had given the priest years ago to keep. They gave him back Goliath's giant sword, and that was the only weapon he had. When King Saul found about it, he ordered that these priests be killed. And none of the servants of Saul would kill anointed priests of God. They refused to do it. And they all began to prophesy, talking about how wrong it was. They refused to do it. But there was one servant who was willing to do it, because King Saul had a man named Doeg who was an Edomite. And he was the only one of Saul's servants that would kill the priests of God. And he did. And he killed those priests. And that's what happened. Later on, Saul indeed lost his life. And when Saul was killed, David ripped his clothes off his own back, and he mourned the anointed of God. And he killed the men that said that they killed King Saul. That's how much he loved the man that was trying to kill him. That's the spirit of Christ in the Old Testament. And that man is the great, great, great grandfather of Jesus Christ through his father, Joseph. Anything else?
Water, sir.
No sweat. Next.
Council, Chicago has a question.
Please.
Hey, shalom, sir. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. You too, by the way. Go ahead. A brother has a question, sir. I'm gonna let Kazai want read it.
Please, you got it out.
Yeah, shalom, sir. We got a brother that got a question. It's in 1 Peter 3:18 and 19, a breakdown of quickened by the Spirit at the end of 18. Mm-hmm. Who was the Spirit in prison? And Christians tried to use this to say that Christians went to a underground hell and talked to spirits. Or Christ went to a underground hell to talk to spirits.
All right, go ahead.
Khan. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 18. For Christ also hath once suffered for sins, the just for the unjust, that he might bring us to the Most High, being put to death in the flesh, but quickened by the Spirit.
Well, this is speaking about how Christ was killed, and then he was given life by the Spirit of God. Right? Remember, that's speaking about Christ died. 3 days he was in this sepulcher. 3 days he was sitting there in that sepulcher. When they came back after the 3 days, he was gone. That's when the Spirit of God gave him life. That's what it means. The Spirit. Whenever you hear the Spirit, the term the Spirit, in the positive sense, it's speaking about the Spirit of God. That's the Spirit. Quickening means to give life. That's what the term to quicken means, to give life. Jesus Christ was dead and now he's alive. That's what that's about. Anything else? I don't get the whole. What's the whole thing the Christians say? I don't see that. Where is that at?
19, sir. It's in verse 19, I believe. Verse 19, by which also he went and preached unto the spirits in prison. I think that's the part he's saying Christians is using after he died, that he went down and preached to the prisoners in hell or some sort of thing like that.
I guess Christians think that people in hell is like in hell.
What kind?
Okay, all right. Okay, well that read it one more time. I'll break it down for you. You break
verse 19. Mm-hmm. By which also he went and preached unto the spirits in prison.
I got you. Well, let me tell you what Jesus Christ actually did, right? What Jesus Christ actually did is he went to brothers like John, who were on the island of Patmos, right? And he went there, not him physically, but in the spirit he went there, which is why John on that island had so many writings that now you can read that are written in red. Because Jesus Christ, the Spirit of Jesus Christ, came to that man in prison. In prison. He's speaking about real brothers who were in jail for following Jesus Christ. They were in jail. Right after Jesus Christ died, a few years after that, then Peter, historians say that Peter was hung upside down on a cross. The brother of John, James, he was killed by Nero Caesar. Then James, now all those men before they're killed, guess where they were held? Guess where Peter was? Guess where James was before they got killed? Where were they? Where is any man at who's about to die? He has a capital sentence and he has a death sentence. Did they take him from his home straight to the gallows? Or where is he before he's killed? Chicago?
In prison, sir.
He's in prison first. He goes to prison. Then one day they take him out to a certain place and they hang him. Or they nail him to a cross, which was the Roman fashion of capital punishment. Or in John's case, they're put in an island to die there, to wither and die there forever until the conditions, the starvation, The lack of medical resources, the lack of care just kills you. But on that island, the Spirit of Christ came to John and told him about Judgment Day. Told him that one day the people that put him in this prison were going to pay for it. Told him that he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Told him that this is the patience and the faith of the saints. Told him how to have patience in that prison. Told him one day Armageddon was coming. One day Judgment Day was coming. One day, not only will we see Christ, but them that pierced him will see him as well. John on that island knew that the people that put him in jail were going to suffer more than he ever suffered. That gives a brother in prison something that's hard to come by. That's hope. Hope is hard to come by in prison, brother. The Spirit of Christ gave hope to John in that prison. You understand?
So like you said,
Khan, sir, the water, sir.
like gentleman. Can I? Could if for that breakdown, could we also use John 8:32 when it says so when it says you shall know the truth and the truth shall make you free, and they thought they wasn't in prison, but he also said they were slaves to sin. Could we use that also as a precept?
Absolutely.
Most High in Christ, the water.
Absolutely. Let me tell you something now. That spirit that you shall know the truth and the truth shall make you free. That's a political statement. All right. And it's hard to understand because of our oppressor, we kind of think that politics is something done outside of God, outside of God's will and what God can do. You think politics is achieved by either war or by voting, by protesting, or by, using a gun or using the ballot. Like Malcolm X said, either you choose the gun or either you choose the bullet or the ballot. The bullet or the ballot. That's what Malcolm X used to always teach. Because in his mind, that is how you made political change. But when you know that the children of God are blacks and Hispanics, you understand that politics is achieved through serving God. That's how you change governments. That's how you change the conditions of poor people. The truth shall make you free. He's speaking to people who are in jail, suffering, and in bondage under sin, because when you're in bondage under sin, you are also under bondage under the people who give you sin every day. If I'm a drug addict, I have to love our oppressor. I need him to give me my pills, my heroin, my cocaine. I need him to give me money so I can get my Jones every day, get my fix every day. You can't be against white people and be a drug addict. You can't be against white people and be a sexual deviant. You'll have to be with them because white people provide the internet that lets you go on the websites to find little boys and girls, to find the prostitutes. You'll have to. We have stories tonight about police chiefs, fire captains who are pedophiles, and they all are on the internet, provided for you from the son of sin, from the son of perdition. You can't be against our oppressor and be a pedophile because you need our oppressor to be able to get access to children. There's only one true way to actually make political change, and that is for God to empower you to be on top as opposed to the bottom. To be on top as opposed to the bottom. What is that called? I was on the bottom, now I'm on top. I was on the bottom, now I'm on top. What is that called? Whoever answers this question will impress me. I was on the bottom, now I'm on top. I was on the bottom, now I'm on top. That's called a what? A revolution. A revolution. What's the gun called that does this? I know you gun nuts out there, Navy SEALs, y'all know. What's the gun called that does this? It's called a revolver. A revolver, because the bullet on the bottom becomes a bullet on the top. Well, the only real way to have revolution is for God to take the people from the bottom and to put them on top. You can't be a revolutionary and think you can do it with bullets or ballots. God takes the poor and makes them the rich. God takes the rich and makes them the poor. Behold, the truth shall make you free. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. That's a political statement. That's a revolutionary statement. Now the people in jail will be the free people. And when the people in jail become the free people, then the people who were free now go to jail. I pray you understand. Is there anything else?
Salakia, sir. Would this be a precept out of one?
Mm-hmm.
The book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 17. And whilst they sinned not before their God, they prospered, because the God that hateth iniquity was with them. Verse 18. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs, and the temple of their God was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies.
What you're saying is so true, Levi. I've heard so many people throughout the years say, the truth shall make you free, to say, I should tell my woman that I'm cheating on her. Because the truth shall make you free. If you're cheating on your girlfriend, you have to tell her, because the truth shall make you free. You take this precept and you make it so petty, so small. When the truth shall make you free is a political statement about ending unfair prisons, about ending oppression. We are in slavery. Why? We're in slavery because we don't know the truth. But if we would learn the truth, we would get off of drugs, cigarettes. We would get off of being thieves and liars and criminals like Elon Musk and Donald Trump. And then God would make us the number one people on the planet Earth. Then we would decide if Larry Hoover got out of jail. We would decide if Larry Hoover was put in jail. We would decide if aid went to France, if the Africans received food. We would decide to open or close the borders. The decision would be ours, because now we're free. Now we're free. It's a political scripture. The truth shall make you free. It's political. It's about revolution. That's what it's about. Everyone understands.
Come on, sir. You mentioned this video from Utah. Did you want this clip?
If you don't mind.
Absolutely, sir.
Both in Utah were both just, y'all, this story is beyond messed up. This judge and this fire chief, both in Utah, were both just arrested for not only distributing CSAM to each other, but also engaging in conversations about what they would do with young minor children. But it gets way worse than that. So this right here is the fire chief. His name is Ned Brady Hansen. He is 54 years old. And apparently he has been arrested for this before, for this type of material. However, he appeared before this judge, Kevin Christensen. And guess what? Judge Christensen let him go. Now, the two of them were communicating on the messaging app Kik, and they were talking about abusing, exploiting, and enticing children, including children related to them. Now, I think if and when both...
This fire chief is on there seducing little kids to have sex with him. He goes in front of a judge. The judge lets him go. The judge lets him go home. You understand? They're in charge. They decide who goes to jail. If they want to let a pedophile go home, he goes home. If they want to let a cop strangle you to death, then the cop can do it and the cop will go home. They're in charge. Well, if you want to be in charge, you will have to have a revolution. The problem is you can't have a revolution because you eat pork. You eat shrimp. You're a drug addict. You're never going to be put on top. You're on the bottom. You'll never go to the top. Never. But the truth shall make you free. You now will then get out of poverty, out of the condition that you're in, out of slavery, because you changed your conduct, not because you voted or because you shot someone. Everyone understand? Let me get on to Elon Musk. Give me the Elon Musk thing. Any more questions, or can I get the Elon Musk and Donald Trump now?
We can definitely get to Elon Musk, sir.
Give me Elon Musk and compassion. As though the Tazariak, you want to break it down? Tazariak showed me all of this today. Let me know if you want to get down, Tazariak. It's up to you.
He asked if you wanted to break it down.
No, Slack, so you got it, so Slack.
No sweat. Let me tell you, today, of course, Elon Musk, 6 days ago, Elon Musk was in the White House. And he was standing behind Donald Trump high as a goddamn kite. High. On drugs. Donald Trump giving him gifts and congratulating him. Well, 6 days later, Elon Musk and Donald Trump now hate each other. And I'll begin to explain to you why they hate each other. As you know, the primary financial backer for Donald Trump's presidency was Elon Musk. He gave Donald Trump $500 million. You hear that number? $500 million. And that was just to Donald Trump's campaign. All of the Republicans on Capitol Hill, the senators, he gave all of them hundreds and millions of dollars as well to win their congressional seats or their senatorial seats. And they all now have to serve him. That's why on inauguration night, Elon Musk got up on the podium and did a Hitler salute because he believed that he owned America because he bought it. He paid for it. So he went up on the stage and made the Hitler salute because he paid for that election. It was his. Well, come to find out, let me tell you what got revealed today. Elon Musk has billions of dollars in government subsidies that he has been receiving from the federal government during Joe Biden's administration. Now, I'm going to help some of you out there to understand what a subsidy is. White farmers in America get subsidies, meaning this. A white farmer doesn't have to sell his milk. He doesn't have to sell his cattle. The government every day, every year, gives him money to not sell it. So he can just give it away. He can let it die. He can let it, rot in a barn because he gets paid no matter what for being a farmer. For being a farmer, he gets money. So he doesn't even have to actually sell it. The U.S. government decides that farmers are so important that they're not going to let them succeed or fail based on how the business does. The government is going to give them money so that they never fail. Thank you, Crypto Droid. It's called welfare. That's what it is. It's welfare. Every white farmer gets it. And Elon Musk has been getting billions. Did you hear me say it with a B? Billions of dollars of welfare money. When there are other companies who are electronic car companies, other companies who are clean energy companies, they don't get a subsidy. Elon Musk, whether he sells a stupid one of those cyber trucks or not, which are pieces of garbage, those cyber trucks, that truck is going to blow up when you go to charge it. It's a piece of garbage. He doesn't have to sell any because he gets a subsidy of billions of dollars from Joe Biden and from Donald Trump, which is the whole reason he even involved himself in politics, just to make sure that his companies get billions of dollars of welfare money. Well, Donald Trump said he was going to cut off those subsidies. He was going to stop, even though he already gave Donald Trump $500 million to win the goddamn election. Then Donald Trump says he's going to cut off the subsidy. Oh, hell no. Remember, he made a Hitler salute at the inauguration. He believes America is his. So now he's angry with Donald Trump. And today the shit hit the fan. Today they went on Twitter and went berserk, exposing to the world what this relationship really was based on. You see, we thought this relationship was based on common political views. You thought that Elon Musk believed in the policies of Donald Trump. You thought Elon Musk was just a Donald Trump fan. You thought that Elon Musk really supported the vision of Donald Trump. It wasn't. Elon Trump just made money with Donald Trump. Elon Musk made money with Donald Trump, and that's what it was about. Let me read these. Elon says, this is from Donald. Who is this from?
This is a direct quote from Elon.
This is a direct quote from Elon Musk about 3 hours ago. Elon Musk says, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Elon Musk said that That is true. He would have lost. Give me some more. Give me more tweets and more statements from Trump.
So this is Trump.
You want to read it, Ephraim, or you want me to do it?
You should read it. Come on, sir, I'll read it.
Go ahead.
Donald Trump said Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do, and he just went crazy.
Stop right there. An EV mandate. What the hell is that? I'll tell you what it is. In this big, new, beautiful bill that Donald Trump is trying to pass, that also is going to kick all of us off of health care, get rid of hospitals, get rid of public schools, starve people all over this country and all over the world. In this bill, there was a mandate. You know what mandate means? Means you have to do it. That everyone has an electronic vehicle. Everyone. Meaning every bus, every Uber car would have had to become an electronic vehicle. That was in that bill. That's what Elon Musk paid for. Donald Trump was not going to give him what Elon believed he was owed because he gave him the election by giving him the money for the election. And this is Donald Trump telling everybody what the marriage was really about. Let that be a lesson to you dummies out there that think you can marry a husband for his money and the marriage will stay together. You can't marry a man for money and love him for the rest of your life because he has money. Don't you see this is what Elon Musk and Donald Trump were trying to do? You stupid bitch. This is what was happening out there. Elon Musk and Donald Trump, they thought they were going to stay together forever. Why? Because Donald Trump got $500 million from Elon. Donald Trump thought that meant he will love me forever. Elon Musk wants something for his money, dumb bitch. He wants something for his money. You think he's giving you money because he's your sucker? He's paying for something. He wants you to make a law that mandates that every car, every bus, every tractor trailer is electric. Everyone. That's what he wants. And when Donald Trump wouldn't do it, then of course Elon turns on him. Because if you're in a marriage simply because he's paying you, then he wants something for that money. Ask Cassie. Ask Cassie, is this money for free? This money ain't for free. If he's giving Cassie all of this money, he wants her to put a giant rod that is not his in her and to have sex with other men. That's what he's paying for, Cassie, you stupid bitch. He's paying for you to have sex with other men. He's not giving you money because he loves you so much. You should all look at the relationship of Donald Trump and Elon Musk and then ask yourself, am I the kind of person that can have a good relationship? Is my relationship based on selfishness, on greed and gain? Am I just like Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad?
Yes.
Is my relationship really two evil people trying to use each other, trying to manipulate each other? And then one day we're going to break up. Because please, go ahead.
Lock it. Did you see the latest tweet from Elon? He said, time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT.
Have a nice day, DJT. Elon Musk just said Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. No shit. Of course he is. Yeah, he's in the Epstein files. Let me tell you. Let me ask you a question about Elon Musk. Did Elon Musk know he was in the Epstein files in January last year? Huh? Who wants to guess?
Con.
Elon Musk is just like Malcolm X. Elon Musk always knew that Donald Trump was in the Epstein files. Everyone saw the video of Donald Trump and Epstein dancing at that party. Donald Trump and Epstein were best friends. Elon Musk knew about this before he gave Donald Trump $500 million. He didn't care back then. He didn't care that whether or not Donald Trump was a pedophile last year because he thought he was going to get billions of dollars from Donald Trump. Now that he's not going to get billions of dollars from Donald Trump, now he cares about whether or not Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. You already knew he was in the Epstein files. Elon Musk, you didn't care though. You see, Elon Musk is just like a lot of you women out there, a lot of you men out there. You're willing to ignore depravity. You're willing to ignore someone with no morals as long as you can get paid, as long as you can gain from it. But then when you can't gain from it, it's time to go to court. It's time to call the police. It's time to sue him because now you can't get paid any money. Elon Musk and Donald Trump are just like Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad. Give me some other people that Elon Musk. Oh, wait, before you do that, let me show you how disgusting Elon Musk is. Give me Elon Musk on compassion. And I want all of you dummies out there. I got a lot of dummies that watch this class every week. You're stupid and you're dumb. And I wish and I pray every day that the Lord would put some goddamn brains in your stupid head. Because then now I would at least have the comfort to know that you aren't destroying your children. The children that have to be raised by you. Let me explain something to you about compassion. If you out there trying to find a woman or trying to find a man, that's all you care about anyway. All you care about is a relationship. You don't give a damn about your children. You don't care about anything else. All you care about is who you can sleep with, who will hug you, who will give you kisses, who will talk to you on the phone all night. That's all you care about. Well, if you're looking for a good quality in a person, let me give you one to look for. It's called compassion. Who can give me the definition of compassion? Oh, I'm sorry. Empathy. That's an even better word. Empathy. Do you out there, do you know what empathy is, any one of you? If you don't have it, look it up.
So the definition of empathy.
Please, go ahead.
The ability to understand and share the feelings of another.
The ability to understand or share the feelings of another. That's empathy. You see, two evil people cannot be in a relationship because they are radically disloyal to each other. You can't have loyalty with an evil person. Evil people cannot be loyal. People that have left the truth, it's because they're evil people and they cannot stay loyal to anything. They're going to leave the Israelite school of UPK and they're going to leave their wife. And then after about a year, I'm going to let someone fuck their wife. That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to send some new brother after about a year. I'm going to give him the precepts that say, if the unbelieving depart, let him depart. A brother, finish it. A brother
is not.
A brother, put it in the chat, officers. A brother
or sister.
A brother or a sister is not under bondage in such cases. That woman is free. Once you leave the truth and leave her, she is not under the bondage of marriage. And that brother is going to tie fire to her tail. It's going to be special. It's going to be special. She's going to know she's finally been with a man for the first time in her life. And it's going to be lawful and biblical and correct. Because you are disloyal. You left the school and you left her. You don't have any empathy. Well, if you want a person that can stay with you, you need to find someone with empathy. Empathy means they can feel the pain of someone else. Most people can only feel their own pain. They know when they're hurt. They know when you betray them, but they don't know when they betray someone else. They don't know when they hurt someone else. Well, Elon Musk is a person like that. Elon Musk does not understand empathy at all. I'm going to show it to you. Go ahead and play it.
Is the fundamental weakness of Western civilization is empathy. The empathy exploit. They're exploiting a bug in Western civilization, which is the empathy response.
Play it again.
The fundamental weakness of Western
Give me one
civilization
more time.
is empathy. The empathy exploit. They're exploiting a bug in Western civilization, which is the empathy response.
Stop right there, Ephraim. You understand what he means? He's saying the fundamental flaw in Western civilization is the empathy response. That other people exploit the empathy that people have in America. People in America feel sorry for Haiti. And that's the problem. They feel sorry for poor children with no health care. That's the problem. They feel sorry for people without schools and without money to eat and without any way to feed their family. And that's what's wrong. What's wrong is that people in America have empathy. And we have to get rid of empathy. Empathy is wrong, according to Elon Musk. Then later on, Elon Musk and those stupid cars of his begin to get blown up, and fires begin to happen at Elon Musk's at his car lots. And then Elon Musk had this to say about empathy. Go ahead.
It's really come as quite a shock to me that there is this level of really hatred and violence from the left. I always thought the left, Democrats were supposed to be the party of empathy, the party of caring, and yet they're burning down cars, they're firebombing dealerships, they're firing bullets into dealerships, they're just, smashing up Teslas. Tesla is a peaceful company. We've never done anything harmful. I've never done anything harmful. I've only done productive things. So,
muy conmovedor. Muy conmovedor. Qué pena. Qué pena. What a shame. That is so moving. The minute that he now takes a loss, that his cars are being set on fire, then he goes, where's the empathy at? Why don't people have empathy? But when it comes time for him to have empathy, he thinks it's a weakness. He thinks it's a flaw. There was no way that Donald Trump should have ever thought that Elon Musk was going to stay loyal to him. Elon Musk has no empathy. Elon Musk is a stinking, dirty African, and he should go back to Africa. That's what Elon Musk should do. Elon Musk tried to fix America. Elon Musk tried to fix America. Elon Musk, America, love it or leave it. You don't love America, leave America, Elon Musk. If you don't like it in this country, then you leave, you stinking, dirty African. Go back to Africa. You better love this country or leave it. If you don't like America, then go back to Africa so you can sit and sell those exploding trucks to Africans. Elon Musk is a dirty, stinking African, and he should go back to Africa. He's a stinking African scammer. That's correct, Tidwell. And he should go back to Africa. Why would Donald Trump ever think that Elon Musk was going to be loyal to him? Why? He had no compassion. He had no empathy. Why do you think that woman you're going to have sex with is going to stay loyal to you? Why do you think that? Why do you think that man that you married because he has a brand new car or he has money, why do you think that man is not just going to leave you, stupid bitch? Why do you think that? Because he has money, but he doesn't have empathy. He doesn't have compassion. She has a big butt, but she doesn't have empathy. She doesn't have compassion. She is never going to stay with you. Don't you see, in your personal life, you've made the same mistake as Elon Musk and Donald Trump, the same mistake as Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad. You were two evil people that thought you could have a good marriage. You can't. You cannot have a good relationship with an evil person. I pray you understand. Give me more. Give me some other relationships that you thought were going to last forever? Give me that one. What's that peanut head brother? Some sister, she's a rapper, and she put two men with two peanut heads. Well, you got more. Remy Ma, that's her name.
Salaki, sir.
Remy Ma, that's the one, right?
You count on count, sir.
What am I reading right here?
Salaki, sir.
What am I reading? What's this you put up on the screen?
Oh, this is a tweet basically summing it up. Remy Ma cheated on Papoose, who held it down for 16 years with a battle rapper.
Let me tell you something now. Here's another one. How many years, Tazaryak, you out there? How many years did you have to go on your phone and read about the black love of Remy Ma and Papoose?
Oh, for years, sir. Listen, sir. The moment Remy Ma was going in jail, from the time until she got out, all you would hear about is how Papoose is visiting her every day. The first 2 years, every day without fail, he went and visited her. Put commissary on the books.
I can't see the captain. If you got
it. Nope, I got you, sir.
Go ahead.
Every day for the first 2 years, sir. Every day he was at the jail, sir, like clockwork. Every day he visited her, putting money on the books. Commissary was full to the max, and this was the epitome of black love. So it couldn't get no better than that.
No,
loving especially a black man being down with the black woman while she in jail, holding her down. I mean, that's why Papoose gets such a pass outside because he held it down. So like
what the captain is saying is so true. I mean, for years, well, let me tell you what I was thinking for years. I just knew one day these two were going to hate each other on social media. It was coming. It's always coming. It's always coming. Black love, black love. This is what I've learned under Commanding General Yohana. An evil person can't love anybody. It can't. And I know you think it's possible, but it's not. It's not possible. You see, love is the fruit of the spirit. You got to be a good person to have loyalty, kindness, compassion, empathy. And if you are not a good person, you'll never have what it takes to stay together forever. Really, you're only together until the stumbling block is put in your way.
So she was in jail for shooting her friend.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I know Papoose thought that this monster was going to be with him forever, when this is a piece of garbage.
And sir, if I could
go ahead.
If I could say one more thing,
please.
Like, it ain't just the battle rapper Easy the Block Captain.
Mm-hmm.
He caught her with a woman. Caught her with a woman. And this ain't the first time she dipped with a man. And here's the crazy part, sir. He says, well, you know, they say for better or for worse, so I'm staying there for better or for worse. So Remy is realizing I got a simp on my hands.
That's what she is.
I can do whatever I want. I could do whatever I want. Leave the camera there. I could do whatever I want because he just keep forgiving me. So I mean, why I gotta stop?
It sounds like he's a sad, simpy brother. Lord be with him. He's not in the truth. He doesn't know any better. But Papoose, this is a foul piece of garbage woman you got here. And you done went and had a child with her, and now you're gonna know what hell is really like. Okay, it's a sad thing. Brothers, what you want to look for in a woman is a woman of compassion, kindness, a woman that has a conscience. You got to look for something that is so deep. It's so much more than just the fact that you want to have sex with her right now. It's more than that. And because she's a terrible person, it's like you're requiring you're requiring an animal to do something that this animal can't do. You understand? I can't ask a fish to fly. I can't ask a fish to run. A fish swims. You want this evil person to be a loyal wife to you for the rest of your life. She cannot do that, right? You're not looking for qualities that would determine whether or not a woman could be with you through the rough times, through the dark days. Can she survive the winter of marriage? You're not even looking at that because why? I guess you want it because of her butt or because she's a rapper. I don't know what the hell you talking about. As if good and decent women don't have butts. They all got them. They all got beautiful bodies. They all got beautiful faces. But you're not looking for a quality that would determine whether or not she'll be a good woman to you forever. An evil person can't be in a relationship. Elon Musk and Donald Trump can't do it. Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad can't do it. And Remy Ma and Papoose can do it. Who else can do it?
Cardi
correct.
B can't do it.
Up there was correct.
Slaggy, sir.
Your brother put a precept on the screen. As a jewel is in the nose of a swine, so is a beautiful woman without discretion. That is in perfect precept. Who said that? Be home it. Be home ENT. He's telling the damn truth. You want some woman because of her looks. She's like a jewel in a pig snout. The jewel is in the pig snout, which means the pig is dead, which means you can't touch the pig. You would want that diamond, you would want that jewel in its nose, but I can't touch that pig. I can't touch an unclean animal, so then I can't have it. Do you understand? I don't care what the bitch looks like. You can't have her because she has no compassion. She has no kindness. She has no conscience. Continue.
So then we have Cardi B and Offset.
Hey, Jesus Christ. This is a shocker that the WAP woman broke up with you, right? I'm sure Offset was stunned that the wet ass pussy woman actually left him. Cardi B, this is another relationship that you thought was going to last forever. You thought these two kids were going to make it, didn't you? You thought they was going to make it. Cardi B and Offset. Meanwhile, somebody tell me what happened with Cardi B and Offset. Who knows about it?
Sir. So she basically she left him because she he was so-called cheating on her, and she got with Stephon Diggs, who immediately we see social media posts like this one here. He's on a boat surrounded by women pulling out cocaine for the women.
Oh, so wait a minute. This is the guy she left Offset for. This cat right here.
Con, sir.
Okay, and that's Stephon Diggs, the football player.
Con, sir.
And so she left Offset because he cheated on her. And her new boyfriend is, of course, having sex with everybody he can on a boat.
Con, sir.
Yeah, this is so common a story out. And let me give you the thing that women won't tell you. Are you listening carefully, young brothers? Listen carefully. Okay, are you there, Ephraim?
Yes, sir.
Okay, a woman likes the kind of man that will cheat on her. She's attracted to that. Now, some women are attracted to it because they know that this man is a cookie monster. Oh, I'm sorry, a cookie master. They know he's a cookie master. Some women are attracted to it for that. But let me give you the other side. Some women like it because they know that this man is going to cheat on me, so I will always have a path to leave him. Some women on purpose choose a man who's a womanizer so that one day they can say, I had enough. I'm leaving you for another man. In essence, they choose the kind of man with a built-in reason to leave him. So they can leave him. There is no way that Cardi B did not know that Offset from the Migos was not the settling down one woman kind of man. There is no way that was a shock to her. Is there anyone out there in the chat room that could tell me that Cardi B was totally shocked to hear that the Migos don't go to church every Sunday and only sleep with one woman for the rest of their life? Cardi B knew that Migos, the what's his name?
Offset.
That Offset, she knew Offset was going to cheat on her. She decided to do it so that when the time comes that she wants to have sex with someone else, she can blame it on him. Instead of her being a whore, she can say, I had sex with this football player not because I'm a hoe, but because I just got tired of him cheating on me. You knew he was going to cheat on you before you ever had sex with him. You wanted this. You wanted an escape route. You wanted a parachute. So she chooses a no good man, knowing that a no good man will give her a reason to leave. Am I tell sisters out there? Tell the brothers what I'm telling you is true. Tell them, sisters out here. I know you don't do this anymore, but you know women like this when they want a bad boy. You ever hear that before, Ephraim?
Kind of, sir.
They want a bad boy. They want a celebrity. They want some rich, living fast man. Do you think they want him to be with him forever? They want him because it's going to be fun. And when it's time to leave, they can say, I had to leave him. He was just traveling too much on tour. I had to leave him. He was just sleeping with too many groupies. Bitch, you were the groupie. You were the groupie. You were, that's you. He slept with you. And when he slept with you, he had a woman. When he slept with you, he had a woman. Women know that you're going to cheat on them, Mark. These women are not as stupid as they would have you believe. They know it. They know, oh, this type of cat. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think that she thinks that Stefan Diggs was going to go to church every Sunday, wear a wedding ring, and be home by 5 o'clock? Do you think Cardi B thinks that? Cardi B knows exactly the kind of man that Stefan Diggs is. And when she's ready, you know what she'll say? It didn't work out with me and Stefan. You know, he was just, he just wouldn't stop cheating. And she's going to jump from player to player, hustler to hustler, con artist to con artist, because a bad person gives her a reason to leave. And she wants a reason to leave because she's a whore. She's a stinking whore. Is it her fault? Yeah, it's her fault because she's an adult. After a while, you can't blame it on the fact that you were molested. You can't blame it on the fact that you grew up in the projects. You can't blame it on the fact that your mother was a whore. Once you become an adult, you're going to have to be responsible for your own actions. That's how it is. Now, if you're a child, then fine. Your actions you're not responsible and people can intervene in your life. But once you grow up, you make a decision. The Israelite School of UPK is forcing everyone into a decision. You're going to decide to be a good person, a person of conscience, or you'll decide to be a whore like your mother. But the choice is yours. Anything else?
Sir, if I could, it's been so much back and forth on social media with this. Someone in the comments just reminded me that she allegedly started dealing with Stefan Diggs when she was 8 months pregnant with Offset's child.
Yuck. That's now. Once again, do I feel sorry for Offset? No, I don't. I do not feel sorry for Offset because Cardi B has been a whore since she probably was goddamn 5 years old. She's been a whore. He's disgusting. And he went and had a baby with that slut. And now he's stunned and shocked. He can't believe it. It's such a crazy thing that she would cheat on me. Brother, it's not crazy, Yak. It was going to happen the minute that you stuck your penis in her. Really, brothers out there, you know what you're meeting? You're meeting your ex-wife when you go online and meet a woman. That's who you're meeting. You're not meeting your wife. You're not meeting your girlfriend. You're meeting your ex-girlfriend. You're meeting your ex-wife. Really, when you're talking to a woman, you should interview her about the kind of ex-woman she's going to be. You should say, how you doing? My name is Muhammad. What's going on? Listen, do you keep people's cars after y'all break up? Do you break windows? Tazark, when I was young, some bitch broke my windows in my brand new truck one time. Let me tell you something, man. I think about that probably once a week. I went and got a brand new bright red truck. I come outside. All the windows of my truck are busted. Sister Tazalaya, no, she was with me. She hung in there with me, Tazalaya. She come outside, Tazalaya, me and Tazalaya come outside. Somebody broke all the windows of my truck. She said, who did it? I said, I don't know what's going on out here. That's a bad neighborhood. This neighborhood is. She said, Muhammad, somebody bust all your windows. What? We gotta move. This is a bad neighborhood. Let me tell you, I was young. Let me tell you, and then of course I met Commanding General Johanna, and I realized, of course, you know who's going to eventually be your ex. You understand? You know it already. You just don't care. You don't care that she's going to be your ex because you're so busy on being a lustful pig. You deserve for your windows to get busted out your car. You deserve to get the HIV you're going to get. You deserve the chlamydia, the clap, the gonorrhea. You got it coming. You deserve the embarrassment that you're going to get on social media. You're going to be embarrassed on social media. You have it coming, young brother. You have it coming. You better make a better decision. You better choose a woman of conscience. You better choose a woman of compassion. I pray you understand, even though I know you don't. All right. So now what else do you have here?
Well, the last thing on that one is, and Captain Zariak was just saying, we're not sure if this picture was valid, but a picture started going around claiming that Cardi B had the child's hair done just like Stephon Diggs' hair, and Offset started reacting to that online.
Oh, Offset. Offset. Cape in now, Offset.
Sir, if I could.
Go ahead.
So Offset first said, now when somebody died for playing with my son, then call me to crash out. Then he said, I don't care how I look. Holding with my kid.
Let me see the hair. Oh, Offset, you about to know. Them Christians is thinking that hell is someplace underground. Ask Offset where hell is. He know. Offset is about to find out where hell is. He's going to know hell is not a place underground. Hell is in a mansion in Miami. That's where hell is. He's going to know it now. Yeah, now, Offset had a baby with a whore rock, and that baby means nothing to Cardi B. Nothing. That baby is a tool to hurt Offset. That's it. That baby is just like those babies that broad that Future had all those kids with. I forget his name. Future the rapper had kids had kids with some hoe. She go and give the hoe to every football player that crawls in her bed. It's a terrible decision, young brothers. You're like Elon Musk and Donald Trump. You're like Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad. You're the same. You're evil people that are trying to do a good thing. It can't be done. You're evil people trying to have a good relationship. It cannot be done. Good people have good marriages. Good people have good organizations. Good people have good friendships. Don't you know Jesus Christ said this, that an evil tree cannot bring forth good fruit, and a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. That's how it is. You find a good person, and it takes time to know who's a good person. If you think they're good because they go to church, you're about to know where hell is, because you're going to marry some woman that's a staunch Christian, and that staunch Christian is going to act like she's Cardi B. She's going to act like every other whore you've ever met, because going to church is a sign that she does not have a conscience, that she does not have compassion, that she does not have kindness in her heart. You know how I know that? Brian McKnight. Brian McKnight. Somebody needs to explain the Brian McKnight story to me, because a brother sent me some video of Brian McKnight. I'm trying to understand it. I still don't understand. I'm going to try to describe it. Then you take over. Brian McKnight had a son with a woman. The marriage broke up. Then somehow the son hates him, which is the normal way. It seems like maybe the mother might have turned the son against Brian McKnight. That absolutely happens. That's not Brian McKnight's fault. But then the son got cancer. The son got cancer, and the son wanted Brian McKnight to come see him. And he wanted to have a relationship with Brian McKnight. But then Brian McKnight said, I can't come see you. I don't want to see you And then the son on his cancer deathbed said, well, Dad, I don't want to die, and you never told me that you love me because I have cancer. Brian McKnight said, and I quote, I can't arbitrarily just tell you that I love you because I can't have you in my life. And Brian McKnight refused to tell his dying son that he loved him. Then the son died. And then Brian McKnight said, I can't have negativity in my life, and whosoever does not honor thy mother and father, and thy days shall be long upon the earth. I said, well, God damn. I mean, Brian McKnight, you can't cross him up. Listen, I thought I was an ice cold Judite, man. I thought I was an ice cold, unforgiving Judite. Brian McKnight, you cannot cross him, brother. Yikes. Did someone notice? Do you have the video of Brian McKnight in his car? Some brother sent me a video. He was in his car talking about his dead son like that's what he get. Damn. Woo, you can't cross these Christians. Well, Brian McKnight grew up in church. He went to church. And many times going to church just makes you more cold, more evil. It gives you less of a conscience because you think you're perfect, you think you're saved, and you think everyone else is just garbage.
It's like dinner.
Please, if you know what I'm talking about, break it down.
No, I'm looking on this article and I'm listening at what Brian's saying, and Brian said, I'm gonna read what he said. He said the last time he and I spoke, we offered him all the help we could provide. We had the #1 oncologist on deck for him and a team of specialists on standby with private care in our home. Brian said he and his mother declined. He said the door of communication was open and remained open till death. So maybe that played a part why he wouldn't do it.
That makes good sense. I'm not doubting that.
Because,
of course, I know she's a Christian too.
Yes.
I'm not doubting that. You know, I don't know who's at fault. The part the brother sent me is when he said, I can't tell you that I love you, and honor thy mother and father, so thy days shall be long upon the earth. I don't know who's wrong. They all go to church. I just count them all firewood. That's it. I don't know what the hell's going on. The point I'm trying to make is simply going to church doesn't mean you're going to find a good woman because she goes to church. Because people that go to church will do things like Brian McKnight's wife did, ex-wife did, or what Brian McKnight did, depending on whoever was wrong in that situation. You'll no say. I just don't know. Everybody gets it, right?
I might have the video, sir.
Let me see that. Go ahead. This looks a little right. Go ahead.
So all day, I said to myself I wasn't going to post
that Brian McKnight?
And as the day wore on,
I think that's so this is that's Brian McKnight's brother. When I was looking it up, Brian McKnight was mad at his brother and them for including themselves in it. So I don't know if that's Brian.
That's not Brian McKnight. That's not the one I saw. The one
not Brian McKnight.
Say again?
Yeah, that was his brother Salaki.
Okay. The one I saw was him smiling, and he had a weird it was like weird the way he was acting in the video, like smiling, even though this kid just died. Now, maybe he hates the kid. I don't know if he thinks he's justified. I don't know. I don't know what these Christians are doing out here. I tell you what, though, I'd stay away from evil people. I wouldn't be trying to marry them. I wouldn't get involved in their life. I wouldn't have sex with them. And if you don't have sex with them, then you can't get them pregnant. That's it. You won't get them pregnant if you don't have sex with them. I hope you understand that. Anything else?
So then, of course, we have the DDG and Halle Bailey situation.
Now, this one I don't know a damn thing about, so somebody break it down.
So they've been together for a while. They have the kid together, and recently it's first she came out with allegations that he was abusive to her, that she was seeking a restraining order.
Now, who is DDG famous?
He's a streamer, sir.
Meaning, what does that mean?
He's like Kai Cenat, sir.
Oh, okay. So he plays video games online?
Basically, he just streams and.
Why is that so funny? They trying to embarrass me. Who the hell is DDG? Does he do something? Is he a rapper or a singer or something?
People just enjoy watching him, sir.
Shit, okay, don't sweat. People enjoy watching DDG. He's very famous. He's very popular, like Kai Cenat.
Khan.
And what does he do? What they watch him do? What?
You know, I've never watched his streams myself, sir.
Oh shit, he's doing something on there. People love to see it. All right, so he's famous, and he married. Who did he have sex with?
Oh, he is also a rapper, but
okay.
He married Bailey.
Holly Bailey, that's that little broad to be with that grown woman, her sister.
The Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid. Okay, I remember that. So he went and had sex with the Little Mermaid, the sister. They had a baby. They was all in love for a time.
Khan.
They in love. Everybody thought they were going to be together forever. Is that right?
That was one of those relationships that everybody loved talking about.
One of those like Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Everybody, they thought they were a match made in heaven. They were going to stay together forever. Keep going.
And so then she came out with these allegations recently. Sought a restraining order, said that he was physically abusive to her, that she needed to get the child away from him. And this was all, of course, in the court of public opinion on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And now he came back and released text messages from her showing her personality. And I'll put a couple of those up on the screen.
Solid.
And so this is how he was texting him.
After that, we'll close out. We'll just give me that Elon Musk standing behind Donald Trump's desk high as hell.
With
that one. Go ahead. Now, what am I seeing here?
So this is how she's texting him. All of these texts are from her, one after the other.
Mm-hmm.
And
what is she saying? What's all this about?
She's saying, I just found out you slept with Lala in Mexico. I'm going to kill myself tonight. My son will not be around for it. I hate you forever. You can have him and let her be his mom. I hate this life. You hate me and want me to die. And so the first thing that the people started coming to her defense saying that this was all postpartum, but then released the dates of these, and it was both before and after she had the child.
Well, let me tell you about that's just to seem like she got some emotional problems on. She seems like she has some emotional problems. Seems like she went and had a baby with some cat that just sits on the internet and God knows does whatever he does. It sounds like she made a poor choice in having sex with this man. And now, of course, she's about to kill her damn self because she made a poor choice. It matters. The type of person that you bring into your life matters. The type of person that you have in your organization, it matters. You have to care about something of quality. And in the Israelite School of UPK, we can teach you what that quality is. You can't make poor decisions like Donald Trump does. Show me who Donald Trump chose to run the government. Let me show you this cat here. If you ever wonder, do we need revolution in the Black and Hispanic community? Just look at the fact that Donald Trump chose Elon Musk to be in charge of every federal agency to determine whether or not that federal agency was financially responsible. This man here, look at him. Play the video.
If I could real quick, the comments reminded me that he was famous as a rapper first. He was a solid rapper, but
okay. Well, you might not want to choose a man based on his raps. That's probably not a good idea, sweet baby. Go ahead.
God.
Case, because we have the right to make grants. We're not going to make any grants like that. Very nice. I think Colombia wants.
Oh, he played a little bit, so you can see
the bottom
Donald
of the
Trump.
problem. They've acted very well, and there are other institutions too that are acting. But Harvard's trying to be a big shot, and all that our country is given
this is who
$5
Donald
billion
Trump
plus
chose
to Harvard over a short period.
1 second, Levi. I'm a second out. Donald Trump chose him to be in charge of every federal agency, audit every federal agency. Elon Musk, when he was in charge of Doge, he sent a letter to the Pentagon and told them by Wednesday, 5 p.m., give me a letter telling me what you did this week. If you don't give me this letter, I will take it as your resignation. He sent this to 4-star generals. He sent this to colonels. He sent this to everyone in the Pentagon. And they all had to give him a letter stating, well, I went out and I got coffee. I went out and I bombed this country. I went out and I invaded this. They had to give him a list of what they did. The Pentagon employs 3 million people. 3 million people. This is who Donald Trump chose to run your life. Right now, there are people starving in Haiti because Elon Musk said they're not allowed to have the food. He cut off millions and billions of dollars in U.S. aid to countries like Haiti, Venezuela, Guatemala, who are starving to death because Donald Trump chose a drug addict to put him in charge of the government. And all the while, put me up on the big screen, and all the while you're thinking Elon Musk is in charge because he's smart, because he's a good businessman. When meanwhile, the only reason he was in charge is because he paid off Donald Trump. And now babies are going to starve to death. And children are not going to get medicine because Donald Trump is not fit to be president. He should have never been in charge in the first place. And the only reason he won is because he hated Hispanics. Now you know. He didn't win because he's a good businessman. Donald Trump is a terrible businessman. Everything he touches goes bankrupt. He's a terrible businessman. Now you know Elon Musk is not smart. He's a drug addict. He's a stinking drug addict. And now children all over the world are not going to get food. American citizens are not going to get health care because Elon Musk said they couldn't have it. When the only reason he was in that position is because an evil man chose another evil man. That's why good men need to run this planet. Good men need to be in charge. Good men need to be in the seat that makes decisions, and that will never happen until we all become the kind of people that choose a good man. Until we all become good people. That's what Commanding General Yohana is trying to do. Once enough of us are good people, then those good people will decide who rules the world. We'll decide who gets aid. We'll decide whether or not children eat. We'll be in the seat of compassion, and we will use that compassion to save lives. Right now, evil men are in charge, and they choose other evil men. Be a good person, Akim. Be a good person, Akwath. I pray you understand. Was there anything else?
Wow, sir, that's all.
With that, I want to say Thawada, who's in here with us tonight?
You got Trinidad with us?
Say Thawada to Trinidad, man. Let me say Thawada to Montreal. Let me say Thawada to Atlanta, Georgia. Give him a hand. I see you, Atlanta, Chi-Town. Good to see you, Chi-Town, man. We're going to get it on, man. Thawada for Commander General Yohana. We're going to rock it out tonight. If you need my help, y'all my man. Y'all my man. That's all, Akim. All right, with that, shalom, brothers.
Most High in Christ. Clap it up for the class. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, I majum, which means to stand. Majum Shabbat. I majum. Barak. Yahweh Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatham. Shalom.
Yajamata. Sword to the sister. Sister Amajam. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amajam Shabbat. Amajam. Barak. Yahweh Shema. Yajamata. Dismiss.